In this video, we'll be discussing about measures of central tendency. For our objectives, we have number 1, define measures of central tendency, mean, median, and mode. And number 2, solve for the measures of central tendency given a set of data. So what do we mean by measures of central tendency? Measures of central tendency locate the center of a distribution of measurements. These numbers fall somewhere in the center of a set of organized data. Most of these are the mean, the median, and the mode. So the mean is the score obtained if all scores are evened out, meaning there is no very high or very low scores. For example, 5 male students have the following ages: 17, 16, 16, 15, 16. If the ages are evened out, the ages become 16. So how do we get 16? Take note that mean can be obtained by finding the total of all the numbers, then dividing the total by the number of values we added together. So that is 17 plus 16 plus 16 plus 15 plus 16 and divide it by 5, and that is 16. Take note that mean is simply the average. Note also that the mean is affected by the extreme values or very high or very low values. So how about the median? The median is the middle score in the ordered list of the values. Take note, middle score. For example, in the ages of the 5 male students, the ages may be arranged as 15, 16, 16, 17. So hence, the median is 16. Note that the median is not affected by the extreme values because its position in an ordered list stays the same. The last one is the mode. So the mode is the most common value, or it is the value that appears the most. In the example, the mode is the age with the highest frequency count among the 5 male students, and that is 16. Note that the data can often have no mode, one mode, or more than one mode. If there are two numbers that appear the most often, then the data has two modes. This is called bimodal. If there are more than two, then the data would be called multimodal. Let us also discuss frequency distribution table of ungrouped data. So for our objectives, we have first, define frequency distribution. Number 2, discuss how to create ungrouped frequency distribution. And number 3, create frequency distribution table. So what do we mean by frequency distribution? So a frequency distribution shows the frequency of repeated items in a graphical or tabular form. It gives a visual display of the frequency of items or show the number of times they occurred. So these are the steps in creating a categorical and grouped frequency distribution. So for the step 1, make a table with the following columns order: class, tally, frequency. Step 2, tally the data and place the results in the tally column. And lastly, count the tallies and place the result in the frequency column. So for example, below is the marks of 20 students in math test out of 10. Arrange this mark in tabular form using tally marks. We have 6, 7, 9, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 8, 6, 5, 10, 9, 10, 9. So here it is. We have how many 6? 1, 2. We have 2. For the number 2, we have 1. For 9, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have here 4. For 5, we have 1 and 2. So that's 2. For 7, we have 1 and 2. That's 2. 1, we only have 1. For 9, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we have 4. For 10, we have 1, 2, 3. So that's 1, 2, and 3. For 8, we have 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. So for 1, we have 1. For 2, we have 1. For 3, we have 1. For 4, we have 1. For 5, we have 2. For 6, we have 2. For 7, we have 2. For 8, we have 3. For 9, we have 4. And for 10, we have 3. So overall, there are 1 for 1 who got 2, 1 who got 3, 1 who got 4, 2 who got 5, 2 who got 6, 7, and 3 who got 8 and 10, and 4 who got 9. And overall, there are 20, since there are 20 students. Another example, these are the favorite colors of 15th, 10th graders. So we have here red, yellow, green, red, blue, blue, green, red, 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 green, yellow, red, blue, green. So that is colors red, yellow, green, and blue. For the red, we have 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that's 6. For yellow, we have 2, 1, and 2. So that's 2. For green, we have 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we have here 4. And for the blue, we have 1, 2, and 3. So that's 3. And if you add up the 6, 2, 4, 3, that is 15 because they are 15 students. And for this lesson, you are going to answer Activity 6B.1, Do I Seem Familiar? Activity 6B.2, Agree or Disagree? And Activity 6B.3, Stay Safe.